Well, we described that episode when I was off in the Beni flying around and apparently lost. Then I thought I should give you some idea of what life was like there and what particularly I had to do. Of course, Ardith had to adjust to this situation, but she lived in Costa Rica for a few months. She was happy, I think, speaking Spanish everywhere, had some maids to help with the housework, and they prepared all the dinners. All Ardith had to do was tell them what she wanted them to prepare, and they would go shopping and get the food and do it. And meanwhile, I was adjusting to life as a primary care doctor. Ron and I shared this office. We had Peace Corps volunteers coming in to us. We took care of the staff as well and their families. And we were running a primary care practice, doing the preventive things that we thought we should do, as well as taking care of illness. This was an interesting time for us, because as I said, we were both just out of 1 year of internship, so that was our total postgraduate involvement. We were also then introducing ourselves to the Bolivian Medical Society and Bolivian physicians for several reasons. The primary one being that we needed to know who we could trust for referrals, specialty referrals. We didn't really need a pediatrician, although a few of the staff were beginning to have children there or had children there. But we wanted an orthopedist, we wanted an internist, we wanted a surgeon, just in case we needed them suddenly for volunteer illness or injury. And so we were learning about them. We did realize that we didn't really find any surgeons except for an orthopedist that we were comfortable with, but there was a so-called Clínica Americana, an American clinic. It was run by the Methodist Mission and had a U.S. surgeon in charge of it, he was also a training hospital for Bolivian medical students and residents. His name was Dr. Toby Thompson from Minnesota. So we went and interacted with him for a bit, learned to like him and trust him substantially, and nice try. And he became a very important referral source for us. He also then suggested that we might help him out by becoming sort of teaching staff for internal medicine, which made our eyes bug out a little bit given where we were in the hierarchy, but also given where we were at that point physically in Bolivia. It made some sense. And we had him and a few others for backup if we needed it. So Ron and I began making rounds in the hospital with the Bolivian residents that were working there with Toby Thompson. So that really established a very close working relationship with him. We became good friends with him and his wife.